Hi, my name is Bill, and I'm a hard-aholic. Are you a hard-aholic? Are you a struggle-aholic? Often in my life and in my spiritual life, I make things much harder than they need to be. How about you? I run into a lot of Christians who struggle, and talked last week about, and struggle, this thing called struggle is kind of a paradox. Talked last week about if you're struggling, it's a sign that you're coming to life. Yes, God doesn't condemn us for our struggle and helps us in our struggle. But I think maybe the more and more we come to life, the less we struggle, perhaps. So struggle is not required in our Christian lives. That's a radical statement, it seems. Or can we say it this way, drop the struggle. People I run into, there's three S words that seem to describe the Christian life. And there's a fourth S word that's missing, and I think it's the secret. But the first is struggle. And we keep on struggling. And the second is suffering. And the third is sacrificing. So these three words seem to define our Christian lives, and we think that they're requirements, that I need to suffer, that I need to struggle, that I need to sacrifice. And the one key concept and word that we're missing in order to free us to live in the Spirit, is the word surrender. Maybe the Christian life, this walk of faith, this spiritual life in Christ is more about surrendering than sacrificing, struggling, and suffering. I think we're on to something. There's a passage, Matthew chapter 11, verses 28 to 30. And Jesus says this, and this is in the context, I think, of our struggle, is because we think the Christian life is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration. But I think we've got it all backwards if we come back to this concept of Jesus, which is maybe it makes it 99% inspiration and being infused with God and living from God within, and 1% perspiration. So Jesus in Matthew chapter 11 says, "Come to me." Are you tired? Are you worn out? Are you burned out on religion? Come to me, walk with me, work with me. And here it is. You'll learn the unforced rhythms of grace. This life we're living is about grace and God living it through us. You and I are being lived by God if we'd only remember it, allow it, surrender to it. You see, it's not about religion, rules, regulation, requirements. It's about relationship with the Spirit of God. So how do we do that? How do we live the unforced rhythms of grace? How do we come to Jesus? How do we walk and work with Jesus? Let me give you 3 L words that are working for me and that I'm learning more about. Here it is. How to drop the struggle. Love, loosen, and learn. So when struggle comes, let it be a sign and a reminder to love, loosen, and learn. What do I mean? Love. God, I'm in fear right now. I'm trying to control it. I'm trying to change it. I'm working so hard. I'm in fear right now. God, I remember I am in your love, that you are loving me, and I return to love out of my fear. And I know, remember, and feel your love within me now, that you are loving me, that you are holding me, that you are caring for me. I drop the fear. Loosen. God, I let go to you right now. I'm clamping so tight. It's like clamping on a hose, and so the flow isn't coming. You only get drops coming out of the hose. God, I drop my control. I let go. I surrender. I loosen my heart to you now. I'm trying to grip my life so tight. And the last one is learn. Learn. God, teach me. Help me to learn how to walk and work with you. Teach me the unforced rhythms of grace. I want to learn from you. And then listen. for God's voice and that inner wisdom to come throughout the day, whether it's in a word or a poem or a song or a relationship or a circumstance. God is constantly speaking to us. So, struggle is not required. Drop the struggle. Love. Loosen. Learn. And may you know the unforced rhythms of grace in your life this week. So, until next time, may you live all the days of your life.